All right, another week in the woods again, I guess. This is kind of making me wonder. I wonder how many of these videos I've made in the woods. I like it out here. I'm up in Maine. Coming up here because I'm going to film a physics comedy sketch this weekend with a kid from Maine. It's the last of the sketches that'll go into the show, or at least the first episode of the show, so that's pretty cool. I think I'll probably have to film some kind of thing to link them all together. It seems like a lot of sketch comedy shows will have someone on stage making jokes, introducing the clips with a live audience, so we'll have to do that, I guess. But this is the last, sketch, so that's cool. Last week has sucked. Yesterday I felt sick. Today I kind of feel sick, like this headache and kind of shitty energy feeling. And just like a really depressed week. And I think, I don't know, it's hard to figure out why. Why do you feel good sometimes and bad other times? And I think maybe part of it is I put a lot of, a lot of time and energy and emotion maybe into the APA protest and counter conference, all that work, doing the live stream, and then at the protest, and then the videos on the street. And so maybe after that finished, because last weekend I was feeling kind of down and just not into life that much, and throughout this week it's been the same. It's been tough to do work, and I just can't. It's been, today it's nice, but it's been rainy. I just haven't. And so I was reading this model talking about stress response and maybe being in the zone. This is so important. The protest, the live stream, the interview, all the stuff. Maybe that, you kind of are so in the zone, getting everything done and being cued in, that you don't realize the drain that it's having, and then after it's over, your body's okay, now we're going to recover. And I think probably what is tough is, so when I do that kind of stuff, I don't get paid to do it. So I put all that into that stuff, not getting paid, and then when it's over, in my mind, I'm okay, now I got to do some shit to make some money. But then the other part of my body is dude, now you need to recover. And I guess those things are at ends. I kind of look at it that okay, work, make some money to fund this type of activism work. And I always thought that was a good model, because it's then the money is kind of independently. You're not beholden to, I don't know. I guess the fear is that can you really make money doing that type of good? It's kind of fun. Can you make money doing good work? So that's been on my mind a lot, and just not feeling very happy and kind of depressed all week. And also it sucks because it's I don't want to tell people now, because a lot of people know I'm not on medication. So now, instead of I always thought I'll be off meds, and then I'll be able to express myself more without this chemical suppression. But now I realize that there's the social suppression, because now if you're not on meds and you express yourself, then it's ooh, is there something wrong? Oh, maybe you should go talk to your doctor. Oh, maybe you should get back on those meds and that kind of thing. So I don't feel as comfortable actually speaking about that stuff. And I almost called my doctor this week, and because I have an appointment next week, and then I go to Ireland for a month. And so I almost did call my doc and say, hey, I want to meet this week. I don't know. I think also spending a week living with that psychotherapist last week might have fucked me up a little bit. She was pointing out a lot of my flaws and things I need to work on, and she's probably accurate. But it certainly made me kind of feel like I'm walking around pretty vulnerable. So yeah, not feeling great. And then not this weekend, the following weekend is my niece's wedding, so that's really great. I'm excited about that. And I want to be more excited about, I don't know, there's like so many. I guess I've been like frustrated with how much work occupies in my life instead of other things like being excited about family or friends or going on a trip to Ireland and these things are more like work. Even though the work I mean, not all the work I say like, oh, the work I do is fun. Like, yeah, like I'm going to film a comedy sketch and, you know, the activism things. I don't know if fun is the right word for that, but I'm passionate about it and I'm interested. But I also spend a lot of time doing, you know, web design, development, and marketing for people that I don't spend a ton of time doing it. But I put energy and time into it and make money doing that. And got to pay those bills, you know. But yeah, I have been thinking like, oh, maybe there's a reason am I scared of trying to like make money from like doing good? Does that like poison it if you're making money at it? You know, like start a nonprofit, raise money, take a salary being like a freedom fighter, you know, doing good work. And I don't know if that somehow sours it or contaminates the purity of doing good things. You know, the Peer Unschooling Network, that's got me stressed really too because the app is fucked up and you know, it's like, okay, spend more money, get the app. It's like taking so long and like a lot less. There's not that many people on the site anymore and it's kind of died down and like, so that's frustrating. And then kind of wondering like, why do I need to do all these things? Why do I feel compelled to like do all this shit? I don't know. Is it a good thing that I feel like doing all this stuff? Is it actually like a bad thing? I don't know. What's my motivation? Do good in the world. Seems like a good idea. But sure, it's not good to be like feeling distressed and feeling like you're never doing enough either. But, all right, that's the tune for the week.